This Pistons group has been getting things done. What a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season. Detroit had some players leave over the summer and over last season as well. It's a young team. Looks like they're going to try and build around Andre Drummond. How do they go about that, Kenny?
Well, Drummond's not a big threat from the outside. So, you have to have a stretch four that could help him out a lot. Then he'd have room for interior. They drafted Stanley Johnson. The kid is going to be pretty special. And spacing around the perimeter is going to help, and that will make Detroit a much better team.
I like Drummond as a big man. He can run the floor very well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kept looking for players who can push and play in the open floor, get them the ball inside, easy transition buckets.
Andre Drummond, a guy who leaves it all on the floor, and when he's not on the floor, I understand he's a big 2K gamer.
Yeah,
that's what I hear.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah, Kevin Harlan standing by. Kev.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Detroit Pistons, they coming off a good outing against Orlando.
They just weren't challenged. Nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. The defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Green in a two-guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Taj Gibson. And there's Jackson, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Batum dishes to Walker. To the inside, pulls up on the elbow. Ajinça with the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, he's got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
No good off the front iron. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Green kicks to Drummond. Jackson in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's a good screen. And Walker kicks to Ajinça. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. They created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
First free throw is good. And so Monroe nails both of them. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Green. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Green's got 6.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Lamb, good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The drive by Green. That's tipped. They get it back. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Inside, here's Lamb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Green inside. No luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
That ties the game. And it's 6 points for Lamb. Lamb's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Outside, Green. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Rebound by Greg Monroe. And here's Walker. He had 28 points in the win against Miami. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pistons shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. Back to Green. And he goes in for the dunk.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Outside, Batum. There's the screen. Shot's good by Walker.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Freak number 1.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. It's the most of the good looks he gets. And if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
Now here's Green, and stolen by Roten. Batum with the ball. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Miami.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Johnson dishes to Jackson. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. They set the pick. Walker goes in. Green with the block. It's out of bounds for the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Bargnani has checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Patterson comes in for Greg Monroe. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Pistons, Amir Johnson's checked in for Gibson. Green comes in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Kidd-Gilchrist. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Detroit. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings. And guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Charlotte. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for Charlotte, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And, well, Detroit shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. At the elbow, it's Drummond. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Drummond. Jennings has got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Patterson, the screen. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break Detroit. Here's Green. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
All alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Hornets trail by 6. And Walker kicks to Roten. Down low, here's Kid Gilchrist. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Walker against Jennings. The dish to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Green's got 14 points. Walker against Jennings. Walker goes in. Kicks to Patterson. Patterson setting the pick for Roten. Back to Patterson. 3 on the clock. Drops in the tray. Patterson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him. Kevin, here we can get a look at Charlotte and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. 2nd in assists, 5th in rebounding. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And let's go back to their assists for a second. When you're sharing the ball like they have, I think it really builds chemistry and trust. This is a group that really plays for each other.
And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside, Walker. The baseline J. Connects, the jumper drops.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Drummond with a screen on Walker. Jennings kicks to Green. Puts it up from 12. And Bargnani sends it back. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Here's Roten. No good. Great tee that time from Green. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist in this one. Now Walker, his numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Releases. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pistons lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got on your team.
Yep, Velcro valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Green in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Green. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Charlotte. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. Pistons leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris. It's a beautiful jam.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Drummond the screen. The drive by Green. And he comes off the screen and skins it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Green. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Monroe. The shot misses. Great D that time from Gibson. Pistons leading by 8. Gibson the screen. The drive by Jennings. The lead pushed to double digits. Jennings has got 5.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Detroit's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Green with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And with this quick break, we can show you the list of the most explosive shooting guards in the NBA so far. Freak number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position, and boy, does he ever give it to him. I mean, he's a constant threat and a potent weapon.
Good Drummond. That one misses. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Miami Heat.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Quick check of the stats for Drummond. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. They set the pick. Here's Roten. Over in the corner, Lamb. Detroit with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Gibson with the steal. Dishes to Drummond. Jackson passes to Green. Drummond a screen. To the middle. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
There's Ajinça. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Monroe on the double team. Drummond dishes to Green. And Drummond kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Roten. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Miami.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Green with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Now here's Lamb. 8 points for him. Batum passes to Roten. Here's Monroe. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
All right, Charlotte. Now entering the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets dance team. Make some noise.
Over the last month, let's see how the Hornets performed, Kevin, in the NBA stats. In assists, 3rd in scoring, and they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And let's go back to their assists for a second. When you're sharing the ball like they have, I think it really builds chemistry and trust. This is a group that really plays for each other.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Bargnani is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Patterson comes in for Monroe. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Tony Roten. And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Outside, Batum. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 15. Outside, Jackson. Green with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Now the feed to Green. To the middle, and stolen by Patterson. Down low, here's Walker. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Batum, following the miss by Freak. Shots good from Bargnani.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there. Already he has 5 turnovers so far. That's not the strongest game for him in that regard.
And the Pistons making a change here. Green's checked in. Picked by Bargnani. Walker dishes to Patterson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Jeff Green picks one up. The Hornets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
And Patterson drops them both.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
Outside, Green. For 3, Stauskas. That is good. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
We've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. Freak, third.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think even if they get whistled for a fair number of charge calls because of that aggressive mindset, it's worth it. When you're an elite free throw shooter, and these guys are, I think you've always got to be aggressive in trying to get yourself to the foul line.
Now, here's Green. He's got 25. Fast break now for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist leading the charge. Offensive rebound. Walker can't get it to fall.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Feeds it to Green. Green with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Johnson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That one misses for Johnson. Hornets trail by 14. Patterson setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. Outside, Walker. Hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got 9.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Johnson. Bargnani grabs the board.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Green up on top. And that one's good. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And the first half is now in the books. It's Detroit. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. If there's something I'd like to see us do as well in the second half as we did in the first, it's get the ball into the low post. They've had no answer when we've gotten it into the paint. Something I did like? Well, a bunch of times we forced a turnover that led directly to a bucket. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen a few more times after the half. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Hornets trail by 13. We've got Alexis Ajinça. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And Walker kicks to Monroe. Missed inside.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gibson, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Batum. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. A shot by Johnson, no good.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Here's Walker. He's got 9. They double him with Green. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And he gets it to go. 11 points for Lamb.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And with the pause here, how about the stats for Green? First in scoring, first in blocks, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Roten's checked in for Kemba Walker. And it's Green with the jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Screen by Monroe. Here's Roten. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Roten. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Here's Green. A 12-point game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. Lamb, good.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Pass to Green. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Pass to Lamb. Batum dishes to Monroe. Back to Batum. Three-pointer. Here's Ajinça. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Adams, he's checked in for the Pistons. So he gets them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The drive by Green. He feeds it to Jackson. Outside, Green. Drummond up top. 5 on the clock. Jackson. And the shot is good. Jackson's got 5 now.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Lamb. 13 points in the game. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lamb's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
It's stolen by Lamb. He dishes it to Ajinça. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Monroe. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Detroit leading by 10. Drive by Adams. And the wide open shot from Green. Another 3 for Detroit.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets dance team. Make some noise!
Some changes for Charlotte. Bargnani is checked in for Alexis Ajinça, and it's Patterson in for Monroe. Then for the Pistons, Amir Johnson's checked in for Gibson. Green comes in for Green, and it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Kid Gilchrist, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Roten. Puts it up from 15. Count the bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Move the ball. Stick it to
outside Jennings. He kicks it to Drummond. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Drummond having a terrific game. He's got 8 points and 2 rejections. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded
right,
performance.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Walker's checked in for Charlotte. So we can't get either to fall. Hornets trail by 11. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Here's Roten, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Roten's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Jennings drives in, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Bargnani a screen on Jennings. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Patterson kicks to Roten. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Walker goes in. There's the bucket. Good. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half. And I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Walker against Jennings. And here's Green outside. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Pistons lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
insieme siamo immortali, baby accelera. Chiudi gli occhi e insieme il male che produce il bene, la notte abbassa lo sguardo che guardarti viene, siamo il bianco e siamo il nero.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Pistons leading by 5, and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Green, he's in at shooting guard. Green is out there with Johnson. And there's Jackson, and it's Gibson in at the center position.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Walker against Jackson. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Detroit's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And here's Green outside. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Green. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Back to Green. Johnson in the corner. Puts it up. Here's Gibson, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
Now here's Walker. Batum dishes to Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Lamb. The three-pointer, no good.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Batum against Green. Great D that time from Batum. Hornets trail by 10. Walker the pass to Lamb. Kid Gilchrist got space. Charlotte no good that time either.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Green. It's blocked. Blocked again. Walker against Johnson, and Walker kicks to Batum. Here's Monroe. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
To the paint, here's Gibson, up and in on the way up. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And it's Agenza missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Green kicks to Drummond. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Hornets trail by 12. Pass to Walker. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Green.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about great numbers. For Green, he's got 10 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Green.
All right, let's keep it moving. All right? Keep running. Keep running.
He's perfect from the line this time. Hornets trail by 14. Inside. And the jam by Ajinça.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And Green gets it to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it. He made it look easy that time.
And he gets it to go. Detroit leading by 12.
You got it.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
The spinorama, kind of like he was in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
I tell you what, spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Lamb, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Lamb.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the basket by Jackson.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long
moment to
rebounds
check in with Doris
transition
Burke.
points.
Doris?
Well,
Make
over
the
the break, I
defense
listened
move.
in on Stan
You must
Van
pass
Gundy's
up a
huddle.
good shot
Offensively,
for a
he
great
wants
shot.
them to work the ball around.
Let the
He
game
stressed
come
the
to
need
you.
to find good shots,
forcing the issue
not
too
quick
much.
shots. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Shot's good by Walker.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pistons leading by 14. The drive by Green, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Here's Walker after the basket by Detroit. Right wing. Screen by Monroe. Here's Lamb. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Detroit.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Green. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Bargnani has checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Patterson comes in for Monroe, and it's Tony Roten in for Jeremy Lamb. And a different look here for the Pistons. Johnson, he's checked in for Drummond. Green comes in for Taj Gibson. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Johnson. And it's Adams in for Jackson.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Detroit. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside, up off the screen.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Going to the line, Andrea.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm getting another one. I hope so, because I feel like they helped the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though, so gotta give those dudes a shout-out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The prize is your sanity. Word.